So, let's try this first round. So you start, and I want you to say, even though, let's do that again, even though I have this headache, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I have this problem, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Remember, be as detached as possible. Don't care. Just do it. Even though, just stay focused on the problem. Even though I have this, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Okay, so now, inside of the eye, this headache. Then, side of the eye, this headache. Underneath your eye, this headache. And it does help to say it out loud. Then, between the chin and the nose, this headache. I said it does help to say it out loud. This headache. And then collarbone, right here, this headache. Then armpit, this headache. And then top of the head, this headache. So right here. Okay, then take a deep breath. And then you do this again. Not hoping it goes away, just being aware of how it changes. Okay, so one of three things will happen each time you do this. One, nothing will happen, observably, but I maintain every time you do this, something happens. It may be at levels that you may not be aware of, but every time you do this, something happens. Just like when you lift a barbell, it's got, how much? 250 pounds?
Yeah.
Huh? But you probably could. You're just being humble. When he lifts a barbell, he may not notice that something's but something's happening. That's how this is. But you may not notice it. So that's the first thing, is you may not notice something's happening. The second thing is it may increase in intensity for the reason that you're becoming aware of this forest. Seriously, I've done this with people where we're dealing with some of these kind of things, and they'll just suddenly just start crying like crazy. And that's a wonderful thing, because what that means is this tree is presenting itself wanting to be worked on. And so we'll do it, we'll suddenly go, okay, tell me what's going on exactly. What do you feel? What do you notice? And they'll go, I just feel so sad about this. And I'm, great, even though I feel sad about this. And then suddenly, as soon as it was going, it stopped and gone, and that person's like, wow, it's amazing. So sometimes it'll present itself more strongly, and what that means is your body's saying, okay, do this right now, do this part of this problem right now, do this part of this problem right now. It might move, like the pain. Did anyone's move? Where you'll be working on something. I've worked with people where they'll have a pain in their shoulders, and suddenly it's down here, and then it's down here, and it's back in their shoulders, and we just keep doing it. What that's telling me is there's a lot of trees associated with this current problem. And we just keep working on each tree that pops itself up. And then, after a while, no pain. I know, you don't believe it. I'm okay with that. I don't care.
Two questions. Does it matter if you stay on the same side of the body?
Nope.
And are you guys, if you're helping somebody else, do you tap on them or they tap on you?
Either. I did it with my brother once, who... Did I tell you this story? My brother he was an alcoholic. Man, running out of time. It's the funniest, I didn't tell you about this. He'd been in an accident, and he was so medicated, he wasn't aware of hardly anything. And he was sitting there in a chair like this. And he was in such pain, his back was just in terrible pain. He was as bad a condition as a kid could get, my older brother. And I said, where exactly does it hurt? And he said, well, it hurts everywhere, but mostly right here. And I said, how high? He said, I can't lift my arm any higher from here to here. Any higher than that hurt, right? And so I said, we're going to play with this. Do you mind? And he was so unconscious, drunk and with medicine, mostly medicine, that he had no idea what was going on. But he was still kind of conscious. And so I did this with him, only I had to tap him. I was like, and I was saying everything. He had no idea what was going on.
Oh, you said it for him?
Yeah. I said, even though I have this, and I took his hand, and I did it like I was tapping on his hand.
And you said I, not your. On him?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Because he's not aware of it. And then I tapped him, and I'm not kidding. This was the most amazing thing. He said, he went. And he looked at me and he said, you're a witch doctor. I said, I don't think so. I don't know how to be a witch.